Hi guys, my name is Mbunde. I'm a radio presenter, I'm a social influencer, I'm a bigwig, and these are my favorite things. When I was growing up, my favorite device used to be iOS, because I even started from the first one, the 3GS. I used to be an S person, so I got the 3GS, the 4S, the 5S, the 6S, and the 7. They didn't release the S version. So later on, nikafikiria, nikasema, let me save up and look for a fancy phone. Then that's when they released the 10. Of course, mimi haraka haraka nikaget the 10, kuringa, kupost mapicha, then just like that, kakakunywa maji. But now I decided, since I love fancy devices, I decided to get a Pixel. And here's the Google Pixel 3a, and it was among the first versions in terms of the A version. So for me, I love devices that are catchy. I'm not like an iOS, I'm an Android person. I just love flashy, catchy devices. Yeah, and that's why I chose the white version. Ataka kuna black. Kwa sababu white, mtu ashanga, mtu akona phone ya white. Yes. I love the battery life in terms of consumption. I can leave the house at 6 a.m. nirudi home 6 p.m. Mi kawaida niko online, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all these platform plus WhatsApp. Then by the time I'm home in the evening, niko na kama 5% imebaki. So it saves me during the whole day in terms of minutes. I tweet all day long. Basi mtu mwingine, kuna power bank. Mi uchukia hiyo story ya kubebea watu power bank. Team no cover. I have never broken any phone, by the way. Never ever. Yes. Every time I've broken, it's because ya mtu mwingine nilimpatia ashike then akaangusha. But I've never used a screen protector or a case. Yeah. Team nyama kwa nyama. Team kaf. My favorite app on my phone is Twitter, followed by Instagram, because now for me Twitter is that platform that I like to interact with people. Instagram is that platform you look at people and you interact now with their visuals. So kama mtu ametwanga rakaraka unamrushia banta. WhatsApp, because of communicating with people now on a personal level, so I can know, by the way, this friend, how they're catching up. So those three main platforms: Twitter, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Now for me, especially during this COVID period, you hear so many things happening. So I love Twitter because it's that one platform that in terms of communication, haraka unajua udaku. Then when unapostia udaku kwa WhatsApp groups. So Twitter is my primary platform. WhatsApp ni a gossip ile unverified, but now I believe in Twitter. Yes, I game a lot. The first device that I actually got personally was a PlayStation 4. I always wanted to get a PlayStation 2 when I was growing up, but now my parents were like, you need to focus on your education. So the first job that I got, I made sure that I saved up and bought a PlayStation. It was my PlayStation 4. Right now, I have a bunch of games that I'm currently playing. Of course, Need for Speed has to be there. Need for Speed, definitely racing. I'm a guy, so Need for Speed, a racing game, has to be there. Division, because I love playing mission games. So the Division is one of my best games. Considering even the publishers, I love these guys in terms of all the games that they produce, Ubisoft. And of course, you can't have a PlayStation without Grand Theft Auto. And it's definitely, for me, it's the best game. It's actually 6 years since it was launched, and 6 years later, it's definitely my favorite game. Rule number 1, never share pads. Yes, so this is usually my personal pad. When I go home, I have pad ya wageni. So them, they play with theirs, me I have mine, because I know the tricks. In Kenya, Kenya is complicated. Kenya, actually none. I don't have like a favorite gamer that I literally catch up on. There's a lady called Arrow, I think Arrow Girl or something like that. Yeah, I discovered her like around a month ago. And right now there's a game that we are currently playing called Ghost of Tsushima. It's actually even last month's best-selling game. Yes. So that's my favorite gamer in Kenya. Globally, there's a guy called Broken Machine, and he plays Call of Duty, which is also one of my favorite games right now. And I love watching his videos. Just when he's playing, every time I'm on YouTube and I see his live, he's definitely that person who I have to follow. In case a game is released, he's the first person I need to watch his gameplay. Then it will be one of the reasons why I'll purchase that game. I love documentaries. especially right now, I'm watching a documentary on Netflix called Captive. It's about people who've been held hostage and just their storylines, action and comedy. So things like even romance, a bit of romance. So things like Think Like a Man. In terms of comedy, things like Hangover. In terms of action, I would say things like anything where someone like Samuel L. Jackson is involved. Yes. The main type of music that I listen to, I'm more of a commercial type of music. So I'm that type of person, when new music is released, I try and be the first person to listen to it. So that's why I'm on platforms like Apple Music and Spotify. So, but the main genre that I listen to is hip hop and reggae stroke raga. Yes, so I literally, even local Kenyan music, I love it, but it has to be commercial. It's things that so many people are listening to out there. Right now, number one, Aroboy. I really love his vibe, considering he sings raga stroke reggae, and I love that he's a Coastarian guy. So many musicians in Kenya are undermined because in terms of the music that they sing about, guys will just want them to sing about sex and money, but for him, he's very different. He speaks just about relationships and just things happening in his life. So Aroboy, number one. Number two, Naiboy. Number three, of course, Fena has to be there. Number four, I love Blinky Bill. And number five, let me finish up with Mbunde Drama Queen. Yeah. I like being casual. I like having casual types of outfits, because for me, I'm that type of person who's literally worked in agency, worked in media, so I love being comfortable in my outfits. I wouldn't want to wear a suit, then I wake up one day and I'm like, oh god, it's too hot or something. So most of the times, my outfits are always ready for everything. Mostly black pants, either black or gray. Yeah, I don't like blue because I don't like colors that much. Yeah, so either gray or black, one of the two. Sneakers, the main brand that I love, Vans. Of course, these are actually Marvel Vans. I love a sportish type of look. So most of the times I look for shoes like Adidas or Nikes. So I love the sportish type of look. In terms of the number of shoes that I have, say 30. Say 30, even if I wear like 5. Yes, it's because most of the times I'm usually like, I'm that type of person. When I get a certain pair of shoes, I'll wear them until I'm like, okay, I think I need another pair. I would easily be that type of person. Even way back, I think 5 years ago, I used to wear Bata. I think I've forgotten the make of the shoes, but I had a certain type. And it reached a point that I overwore them. I had to get like 5 other different pairs, but the same design. So for me, once I like a certain version of shoes, that's what I'm sticking to. So right now, my favorite shoes are Vans. So like I have around 5. I would say I'm in the middle. At times, I love my own personal space. I would like to just game, relax. Once I've worn my headphones, I'm just in my own world. I'm just with my people online. I've made friendship with guys who we met during games, like when I got the division, because I got it like in 2015. We've had strong relationships with people to a point where someone is, the girlfriend is getting pregnant, the kid has started going to school, and it's someone you've never ever met. So I love being indoors. So in terms of outdoors, I love traveling to different locations, not here in Nairobi. I would rather go to let's say like Chalbi Desert or Mombasa. I really love Mombasa, especially because of the weather. I was born and raised in Kikuyu, but I hate Kikuyu because of the cold. So for me, I love the heat. Yes, I love the heat. As long as there's heat, I'll go there. If it's somewhere like Mombasa, somewhere like Kisumu or Dar, I would definitely move to those places. Talking about a brand, and guys actually believe in you because they follow you, they've let's say followed you for so many years. So in terms of creating content that's believable, I love when I'm able to convince someone, by the way, don't go to this shop, go to this one. Because at the end of the day, for me, I work with brands that I believe in. I wouldn't want to be in a situation where I'm lying to someone that, hey, by the way, this is that brand that's good. Then later on they go and be disappointed. So I love when I create content that's believable. So it can be in terms of creating memes, creating experiences, taking you to a location based on my content that I'm posting on my timeline. So I love the believability of content. The best campaign that I've ever worked on in my life was Man of Guarana. And I loved the campaign considering that the client was very friendly, and the client literally just gave us freedom to do anything that we wanted as long as guys are going to consume the product. I really loved creating content for that, because literally you try and picture you're getting, because I onboarded, I gave so many people on Twitter their first campaigns as influencers way back in 2013. Yes, and most of them are always forever grateful. So try and picture you get money and you're giving an influencer who's literally in campus first year, and they're taking home like 30,000 Kenya shillings, and it's like extra change, extra money for them. But when when you influence someone like that to actually now talk about your brand online, you really feel so good when you go to a bar and guys are drinking that product, because at the end of the day you felt that, by the way, this person was influenced by this other guy who I gave that campaign to. In that picture, it was my neighbor's mom's wedding in Kikuyu. My neighbor stays in Kikuyu with us, and so after the wedding happened in Kikuyu town, we went to I've forgotten the place, but it's in Kiambu Road, and there's where we were having the Rura show. No, not the Rura show, but the reception for the wedding. And when we literally met up there, we were like, hey, by the way, it's been a minute since us boys we took a picture. We are with friends also. So one of our friends just decided, by the way, Brian, ebu weka hivi katikati, then your other friends waka hivi. So just like that, randomly we took. But in terms of even the outfits, the outfit was influenced by Lil Wayne, because I think this was like around 6 months after Lollipop was released. So in terms of someone wearing like an actual suit and shoes, sneakers, yes. So for us, that was drip then. Tuliba mademu wengi. Funniest thing, I never knew even then we didn't know what memes were. Yes. And now seeing pictures being shared online, even my mom was getting them on WhatsApp. It was quite a good feeling. There's a chick I was dating and we broke up. So for me, in terms of relationship wise, I was like, hey, by the way, since we've decided to cut off each other, let me also start everything from scratch. So I randomly woke up, went to the barbers and told him, by the way, bro, inyweleote toa. Growing up, Lil Wayne was one of the artists that literally influenced me. I think that was in Form 2, I think to 2006. Yes, and I realized I wanted to be gangster. So I just took a bandana and decided, by the way, this is drip. Literally for me at that period is when, in terms of even the look, it was more of me. It was an official type of look, because working in PR agencies, you now had to look formal. So it was among the first official outfits that I had. Yeah.
Then now you started cleaning up.
That's when I got into a relationship. That's someone else. That's someone else taking care of my outfits and not me.
I think we like this.
Shout out to my fiance. Mom decided that we should have a photo shoot. I think I was around 4 years old, and the main reason why in that picture I'm angry, it's because she decided that she would choose the outfit, and I was angry with her. So I was like, okay, we'll go and take pictures, but I'll just be angry at you. I do hike. Each and every Saturday I go to Ngong Hills. Since COVID started, I decided, since we're not going outdoors that much, or I think it was even during, we still had lockdown in Nairobi. Yes. So I just randomly decided, by the way, let me try out hiking, and just like that, after the first time, each and every weekend on Saturdays, I go hiking. The funniest thing with that picture, the night before we went out, and we challenged each other, and we told each other, by the way, Alex, we have to go for this marathon. And I think I called him at around 5 a.m. and we challenged each other, by the way, Ebu, wake up, we have to go, no matter what, no matter how many hangovers and bottles of water that we'll consume, we literally have to go for this run. And yeah, we actually completed it. Yes, record breaking time.